away we go then for the warm-up lap here in Brno. There's a problem for Nico Antonelli. What a disaster. What an absolute disaster for the 2015 race winner here. He was supposed to start in the front row. 18 laps coming up in Brno for Moto3. Arbolino on pole from McPhee, and the gap where Antonelli was. A brilliant start from Arbolino on pole. A good start from Suzuki as well. McPhee stopped, he stalled, and it's clattered. Someone hit him. McPhee stayed on, but someone has hit McPhee, who had a problem off the line. Well, there's drama already. Antonelli exits pit lane. Don't know which way to look at the moment.
Jaume Masia had a shocking start as well. He really bowled off the line. All this tumbles further down the field as they came through the first corner. Jakob Kornfeld was caught up in that instant. The Czech rider, I don't know if it was Philip Salac, actually his teammate that went down. Drama in the first two corners already here in Brno. And it's Raul Fernandez that comes out of all of it, leading the race. Disaster for John McPhee. What a nightmare. There's going to be no repeat of his heroics in 2016. You can see there the damaged fairing. Masia in the middle of your pitch there got a horrible start, wheelie off the line.
The bike's cut out.
Yeah,
the bike is just cut out.
Lucky. Oh, Kornfeld!
Blimey.
Kornfeld just about missed him. And then poor old Yuki Cooney, he's knocked out, isn't he? He's unconscious there, Cooney.
Goodness
He's just
me.
totally blinded. He couldn't see.
Oh,
Look at this.
Oh my word.
And he's already picked up some serious speed and momentum there. Happily, it looked like he was knocked clean out there, Yuki Cooney.
Well, hopefully he's okay. We'll keep you updated. But either way, something went wrong there for McPhee. Got away off the line okay, but the bike just cut out. Lucky not to have more serious injuries there. Meanwhile, at the front, it's a Viennese snipers pair that are going for it. Arbolino, number 14, 55 Fenati, but Raul Fernandez comes back through again. Great move there from Alonso Lopez as well. Number 21 on the blue machine, the Estrella Galicia Honda rider.
Darren Binder's, is that Darren Binder?
No, that's Tom Booth-Amos who's gone down. He's gutted.
Oof, the Brits are having a nightmare.
He's really, really upset. He knows that there would have been a big group at the front of this one as Tatsuki Suzuki there, number 24, tries to go past. Oh, big high side, Suzuki's down. He's down, and Ayagura has to take avoiding action. They're going down like flies here.
Cool, my advice to Tatsuki Suzuki is don't qualify in fourth place. He's done it 4 times this year, and now he's down again. He hasn't scored a single point when he's qualified fourth. Unlucky turn 13 for him. Arbolino's back at the front. Romano Fenati loves those wide sweeping lines. Tries to find a way around the outside of Raul Fernandez, and he does so brilliantly. McPhee starts the post-mortem with Johan Stiggerfeldt. He's taken a real nasty whack on that left leg there. Easy to get muscle, tendon, ligament damage. Fingers crossed that John McPhee's going to be okay for the Red Bull Ring, which of course comes up in just 5 days' time. Practice starts. Fenati up the inside of Arbolino at the Kevin Schwantz corner. Kevin Schwantz himself would have been proud of that move.
Just saw their contact between Yurchenko and Andrei Mino. He loses a spot to Kaito Tober. Alberto Arenas is now down as well at turn 7. He's not had a particularly strong weekend, Alberto Arenas. He struggled yesterday in qualifying with a crash.
And Simon Craig just reporting John McPhee apparently spoken to the team boss Johan Stiggerfeldt, Petronas Sprinter Racing boss, says that it felt like the pit lane speed limiter was engaged for John McPhee. That's why he had those issues off the line. Really unfortunate for McPhee.
On board here with the World Championship leader, Dalla Porta, his championship rival right ahead of him on circuit there. The Sterile Garda colours of Aaron Canet, number 44, but it's 55, Romano Fenati looking to get victory. There is Antonelli. Mighty impressive display so far from the Italian, who won here the first time in his career 4 years ago.
A pretty decent run of form right now, Fenati, but he's been picked off by Arbolino as Arbolino got that inside.
Oh, someone's going really hot there. Was that Fernandez?
It was Fernandez or Masia. It was a real audacious lunge by somebody. Oh, dearie me, I'll bet Arenas just need to pack this one in. It was Masia, wasn't it? Arenas has been down for the 2nd time at turn 10.
Well, Masia's put his arm up there to allow people through, so maybe that got even more cheeky when we left it. Hopefully we'll be able to catch back up, and look at them all. They're all bunching up together again now, and Aaron Canet's all of a sudden in podium contention.
And Dalla Porta leads. Lorenzo Dalla Porta, the World Championship leader, started 17th. We said he had great pace, topping this morning's warm-up session, and out of nowhere, all that mayhem into the first corner, instigated by Masia, and Dalla Porta finds himself at the front of this Grand Prix. His last 4 finishes have all been top 2s. He's got consistent form like Marc Marquez in MotoGP.
Darren Binder tries to squeeze underneath Aaron Canet there, no room. Wide line once more from Fenati. Alonso Lopez alongside him on the blue bike. Then it's Jaume Masia. And again, a shout out to, well, a number of riders, but I have to say, Mako Yurchenko's still in this group. He's still in the mix as Aaron Canet then goes from 3rd up into 1st place. He goes underneath Dalla Porta.
More paint swapping between Lopez and Fenati as well on that run down to turn number 3. That got super tight between the pair of them.
They head downhill then into turn number 5. Canet then leads ahead of his championship rival, Lorenzo Dalla Porta. 2 points in it between them in the championship. There's Jakob Kornfeil just taking the tight line through sector 2 here. There is the bike of Ricky Rossi. Unfortunately,
that was Kornfeil. Kornfeil out the seat, wasn't he, coming through turn 7. There's a few riders having moments on the left-hand side of that rear tyre coming through turn 7. With all the rain we had yesterday, this is unknown territory for these riders. They really haven't been able to put in full race distance on slick tyres, so it's going to be a case of who's managing and preserving that rubber underneath them the best here.
John McPhee had called it right, of course. You need to be in a good place in the last 4 laps. Unfortunately, he's just watching this one.
Ooh, Fenati's had another moment there, Steve. On the gas coming out the Kevin Schwantz corner, Fenati looks like he's hit a bit of rear grip issues here. He's getting his nose bloodied right now at this stage of the race, is Fenati.
Has had a tendency to drop back in the latter stages of races recently, Fenati.
Well, it's the 2nd time in 2 or 3 laps where he's just been pitched out the seat a little bit.
Here we go then, the last lap in Moto3. 10 riders potentially in contention for a podium. Antonelli pulls out of the slipstream. We start the last lap of the race.
Masia got Binder into 13 to take 5th. Is there a late charge coming from the Spanish rider? There he is, just behind Aaron Canet, who's running a wide line around the outside of Nicolo Antonelli.
Antonelli not really wanting to give that one up. They're all trying to get into the slipstream now. An important corner coming up into turn 3. Jaume Masia then moves it up into 4th place. They're all weaving around.
Couldn't quite tough it out in that first corner, could he, Antonelli? He lost places to both Canet and Masia.
Well, you just knew dive bomb Darren was coming. He's just gone up the inside there of Nico Antonelli.
He's getting swallowed here, Antonelli. He's trying to find a way back up the inside of Agura and Binder, and he does it absolutely brilliantly through 3 and 4.
It's Tony Arbolino then who leads. Aaron Canet is coming, number 44. He's not late enough on the brakes downhill into turn 5 there.
Well, as long as Canet finishes ahead of Dalla Porta, then he's likely to take the World Championship lead, heading to KTM's home Grand Prix in Spielberg in just 5 days' time. Arbolino then in control as they sweep through turn number 7, under immense pressure from Canet. World Championship leader Dalla Porta, Masia, Antonelli, and the girl are still there.
Jaume Masia with a lovely move on the World Championship leader. He's gone up into 3rd. He's not had a podium in a while, but he's well placed now. Canet up the inside of Arbolino. A bit of a mistake there from the Italian.
Arbolino was out wide at turn 9. Canet sweeps straight on through, down the hill into the Kevin Schwantz corner for the final time. Dalla Porta trying to find his way back onto the podium. We're on board with him now in 4th place.
There's Tony Arbolino up ahead of him. We're now about to start the long climb uphill towards the finish line. Canet still leads up the inside there, though. Aggressive from Dalla Porta. Great move.
Has the Honda got the legs on the KTM up Horsepower Hill, or has Canet just got enough breathing space? He's got, what, 7 or 8 bike lengths. Aaron Canet might have got his tactics absolutely spot on here. It's the 2 men in the World Championship that lead the way. Dalla Porta's too far back to make a dive bomb. Canet looks like he's got this absolutely bang on.
There's not much run to the finish line. The finish line is just so close. The checkered flag is out. Aaron Canet brilliantly wins here in the Czech Republic from Lorenzo Dalla Porta and Tony Arbolino. On the line there, Masia takes 4th just ahead of the brilliant Nico Antonelli. But what a ride from Aaron Canet. What a way to reclaim the championship lead.
But the Mayor of Brno will have the honour of handing over the race-winning trophy. Marketa Vankova comes to present the race-winning prize to 19-year-old Spanish rider Aaron Canet from Valencia. 63rd Grand Prix start for him, his 16th podium finish, his 5th victory, and he heads to Spielberg next weekend as the World Championship leader.